how this indicator brought me $160,000 in 30 days. Enjoy your viewing! Hey everyone, my name is Leo. I used to trade futures just like most people, trading with leverage, dealing with liquidations, stress, and constantly watching charts every single day. I spent hours checking positions, looking at candles, and trying to predict every move in the market. After some time, I got tired of that whole process. It was stressful, time-consuming, and honestly not sustainable for me long-term. So I started looking for a different approach, something simpler, easier to manage, and less emotional. That is when I discovered prediction markets. After trying different setups and different strategies, I finally found one system that worked really well for me, and today I want to show it to you. Now let's go to the platform. The platform is called Force Market. This is where I place my trades. Here we have a 1-minute chart directly inside the platform, which is really useful for this strategy. TradingView is already integrated here, so everything is simple, clean, and easy to use directly on the platform. For this strategy, we only focus on Ethereum and one specific indicator. The indicator is called Williams Fractals. Just go to Indicators, search for Williams Fractals, and select it from the list. Now let me explain how the strategy works. If a green triangle appears, we enter a trade predicting that price will go down. If a red triangle appears, we enter a trade predicting that price will go up. The rules are very simple, very clear, and easy to follow even if you are a beginner. That is the full setup, and that is all we need for this strategy. Right here we just got a signal, so now we enter the trade with $600. And now we simply wait for the trade to close and see the result. The trade is now closed and we made $570 profit. Now let me show you my statistics using this indicator. At the moment, my win rate is around 75%. Of course, there are winning trades and losing trades as well. That is completely normal. The most important thing here is proper risk management and following the rules of the strategy. Always pay attention to the triangle signals and stay disciplined with your entries. And most importantly, never risk more than 10% of your total balance on one trade. If you start placing random amounts, sometimes more, sometimes less, eventually your math will stop working properly. You might win some trades, lose some trades, but without consistency, your results become unstable. That is why I always recommend using the same percentage for every trade. Even if you close 3 or 4 trades in a row at a loss, it is still manageable if you are only risking 10%. Because over the long run, consistency and discipline are what make this strategy profitable. Now let's wait for the next signal. As soon as a new triangle appears, we will enter the next trade. But always keep one important rule in mind. Only use 10% of your balance. Do not increase your position size and do not lower it randomly either. Stick to the same 10% every single time. I know I keep repeating this over and over again, but I do it for a reason. I want this rule to stay in your head, because in trading, discipline is one of the most important things. Without discipline, even a good strategy can stop working for you. So always follow the rules, stay consistent, and manage your risk properly. Finally, we got a new signal. Right now we have a green triangle, which means we are looking for a downward move. So we will enter a trade predicting that the chart will go down. But this current round is about to end, so we probably will not have enough time to enter this one. We'll wait for the next round to open. And as soon as it starts, we will immediately place a $600 trade predicting the price will go lower. Now we wait for the round to finish and collect our profit. As always, the most important rule is proper risk management. Never forget to enter each trade with only 10% of your total balance. Stay disciplined, follow the rules, and keep your position sizing consistent. Alright, this round is almost over and we are taking another $576 in profit. Now we wait for the next and final signal for today. Let me show you the statistics one more time and prove that even with this strategy, some trades will still close in a loss. That is completely normal. Right now, this strategy has around a 75% win rate when all rules are followed correctly. The key here is proper risk management. If you stay disciplined and consistently risk only 10% of your balance per trade, your results stay much more controlled and consistent over time. That is why it is so important to follow all of the rules I mentioned. Stay disciplined, manage your risk, and focus on consistency. For now, let's wait for the next signal. Here we have a red triangle, which means we are expecting the chart to move higher. Now we wait for the current round to finish, and then we will enter a trade predicting that price will go up. As always, we are only using 10% of the total balance, no more and no less. So we enter the trade with $600 and wait for the round to finish. After that, I'll show you how I withdraw my funds to my wallet. Alright, so we just closed our third trade in profit. Now let's go ahead and withdraw our funds to the wallet. Now we click on Withdraw and select Tether. Then I choose Solana because that is simply more convenient for me. Of course, you can withdraw however you prefer and to whichever wallet works best for you. Now we just wait for the confirmation code to complete the withdrawal. Alright, everything is confirmed and the withdrawal has been sent. Now I go to my wallet and wait for the funds to arrive. Usually this takes around 5 to 10 minutes, but sometimes it can be faster depending on processing time. In most cases, withdrawals are pretty quick and only rarely do you have to wait longer. For now, we just keep refreshing the wallet until the funds arrive. And one more important thing before you start trading. Try to clear your mind from any outside problems or emotions. If you are stressed, distracted, or not focused, it is always better to take a break and trade another day. Do not sit down to trade with a full head and bad emotions, because that usually leads to mistakes. And of course, always remember the 10% rule. Never risk more than 10% of your total balance on a single trade. As you can see, all funds have arrived safely in the wallet, and now we can enjoy the profit. I think this strategy is especially beginner-friendly because it is simple and easy to understand without overcomplicating things too early. Start with this setup, practice it, understand the rules, and get comfortable with the process. You may be surprised how much easier trading becomes when you stay disciplined and follow a clear system. My statistics currently show around a 75% win rate with this strategy. The key here is simple. Stay calm, trust the signals from the indicator, and never rush your decisions. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments below, share your results and win rate, and I'll see you in the next video.